as we have seen in our previous module, that the oxygen has to reach to its destination in the fermentation process just in 9 different steps. So in this module we will talk about step by step. So as concerned the step 1, you can see in this diagram that this is a bubble containing oxygen. So this whole circle contain the air bubble. So air bubble contain the oxygen. So the diffusion through the bubble to the gas liquid phase. So first, when the air bubble has to enter into the liquid, then the oxygen from that air bubble has to diffuse into the liquid interface. So the gas molecules moves quickly. They are evenly distributed throughout the bubble, because as we know that if there is an air bubble that contains 21% of the oxygen, according to the concentration gradient, that quickly pass from the gaseous phase to the liquid interface. This one is the first step. As concerned the second step, that is the diffusion across the gas liquid interface. You can see in this, when the oxygen is comes out from the air bubbles and the carbon dioxide has to go back, because the aeration is vice versa. Oxygen has to come into the medium, and then the carbon dioxide produced to the during the respiration process and the fermentation process, that has to escape from the fermentation medium. Means the aeration and agitation is the way just for the mass transfer, that only have the exchanges of the gases as well as the other transfer, which in term of heat and others. So you can see here the diffusion across the gas liquid interface. So this step will be very rapid if the concentration of the oxygen in bubble is very high. So you can see here that the high oxygen concentration in the bubble, as measured in terms of partial pressure, will push the oxygen molecule across the interface. So the bubble contain a low concentration of oxygen, then the rate of oxygen transfer out of the bubble will be slow. As we have seen in our previous module, if we use the common air, then there will be a 9 milligram of that solubility. And if we utilize the pure oxygen, 100% oxygen concentration, then there will be a more chance of the oxygen transfer. So that is the first step to second step, when the oxygen transfer from the air bubble to the liquid phase. So in third step, so the diffusion through the bubble boundary layer, the movement of the solute through the boundary layer is very slow. Solute move through the liquid by diffusion. The movement of the molecule will be driven by the concentration gradient across the boundary layer. So the factor affect the rate of diffusion of the oxygen through the boundary layer include the temperature, concentration of the oxygen in the bulk liquid, saturation concentration in the liquid, concentration of the oxygen in the bubble, size of the molecule, viscosity of the medium. These are the different factors that affect on the rate of diffusion of the oxygen in third step. So as concerned the fourth step, that basically about the movement through the bulk liquid by force, convection and diffusion. Two mechanisms are involved. One is force convection and other is the diffusion. So the rate of the movement of an oxygen molecule through the bulk liquid is dependent on the degree of mixing. So this step, step 4, is actually facilitated by the proper agitation. If there is a proper agitation, in first two steps, aeration and the sparging system help to facilitate in first 2 or 3 steps. But in step 4, agitation is very much critical. So the degree of mixing relative to the volume of the reactor and the viscosity of the medium and the proper agitation that lead to enhance the movement and the solubility of the oxygen. So you can see here, so step 4 involved in this step. This one is the air bubble and here is the cell. So you can see that the step 4 involved here, that is totally the movement through the bulk liquid. As concerned the step 5 to 9, that is the movement through the floc. So the movement through the boundary layer surrounding by the microbial slime, because sometimes the microbial cells have their slime environment and them have a capsule, so they enter into the slime in 6th step. Then movement of the oxygen through that slime, and then 8 is the movement across the cell membranes. So when they cross the cell membrane, in case of the bacteria we know that there is no more mitochondria, they are as a prokaryotic cells, but in case of the eukaryotic cell, then there is 1 or 2 more steps just to reach up to the mitochondria. But here in case of prokaryotes, then there is a reaction site. So step 5 and 7 are very slow because they have to cross the slime environment and then they enter into the membranes. So these are the 9 different steps that are involved in the oxygen to the cells at the reaction site. When we say that if only the suspended cells are involved, the level of mixing in the bulk liquid is sufficiently very high. So the rate limiting steps in the oxygen transfer process is the movement of the oxygen molecule from step 1 to the step 9. So these 9 different steps are very rate limiting in oxygen transfer.